Welcome to another What I Eat in a Day on WW. My day is starting off with coffee and a little bit of Bella right there. She is around right now because Rocky is somewhere else, surprisingly. He's usually right there, but she's taking her chance to get a little extra attention. Back to my coffee, I'm just having that with a tablespoon of that sugar-free French vanilla creamer in it, which is 0 points. The last time I showed my coffee, creamer was a point, so now it's back to 0, which is nice. I'm also having some water in my hydro flask as usual, and that is going to be the start of my day for 0 points. Hey guys, getting ready to do lunch. Got my little shadow here. Say hi, Rocky. Say hi. Sitting right behind me and my camera. Anyway, I'll put you on the tripod here and show you what I am doing for lunch. So today I'm going to be making some rolled tacos. I've done a video on these before. I found this recipe on Pinterest a while ago, and in that video I did these in the oven. Now that I have an air fryer, I'm going to try them out in the air fryer today and see how they do in there. But they're very easy and they're pretty good and not too bad point wise. So what you're going to need to make these are, first off, I'm going to be using a can of this chunk chicken breast. This is 12.5 ounces. I've drained it. So I'm gonna just dump that in a bowl here. And then I'm gonna be adding in a 1/3 cup of this reduced fat Mexican style blend, shredded cheese. This is still my favorite. I don't know if it's the lowest point out there as far as the reduced fat. This is 40% reduced fat, but I like this one. So add a 1/3 cup of that in there. And then I'm gonna be adding in a 1/2 cup of this paste picante sauce. And then finally a 1/4 teaspoon of this taco seasoning. And then I'm gonna just mix all this together real well. Okay, I've got that all mixed together nicely. So now I'm gonna take some tortillas, and I'm using these Pueblo Lindo corn tortillas that I get at Aldi. And I'm gonna take 8 of these because that's what this makes. I'm gonna stick them in the microwave for about 30 seconds to warm them up a little bit. And then I'm gonna take a piece of parchment paper, lay these on there. We'll just start with 4 at a time. And then on each one of them, I'm gonna spray them front and back with a little olive oil spray. And then on each one of them, I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of this chicken mixture on them. And then I'm gonna just roll that up as tightly as I can. Like that. So I'm gonna do that with the rest of them and then I'll be back. All right, I've got those all rolled up. So now I'm gonna take 4 of them and I'm going to cook them in my air fryer. Oh, also, I went ahead and put toothpicks through these just to hold them, keep them from unrolling. So I'm gonna put 4 of these in here and I'm gonna bake them at 375 for probably about 6 to 8 minutes. I'm just gonna keep checking them and see how they're looking. I'm gonna start at 5 minutes. Okay, these I let cook for 6 minutes. They're looking done, so I'm gonna take them out and do the other 4, and then I'll be back to show you what else I'm having for lunch. All right, and here's lunch. Got 2 of those chicken rolls. And for me, that's gonna be 4 points for 2. I'm gonna have a little bit of that paste picante to dip these in. That's 0 points. I'm also gonna have a banana, 0 points. And then I'm having one of these Diet Peach Teas. I get these at Aldi. They're really good. They taste pretty much just like the Snapple. And that is 0 points. So that's gonna make my total lunch for today 4 points. For snack today, I'm just having one of these Premier Protein shakes. This is banana.
They're 30 grams of protein, which is nice. It's an easy way to get in a little extra protein. And they taste pretty good. You could drink them just like this, which is what I'm going to do for my snack today, is just drink this because it's banana. But some of the flavors, like the caramel or the latte or vanilla or whatever, taste really good as coffee creamer. So I'll use them for that too. But today I'm just going to drink this, and this is going to be my snack for 3 points. Here's the nutrition info if you want to see it. These used to be 2 points, I believe. Yeah, 2 points. So they did go up a point, but I still think they're worth it because, again, they taste really good, kind of hit the spot as far as a sweet, if you got a sweet tooth going. Plus, I like the fact that they've got the 30 grams of protein. So snack today is 3 points. For dinner tonight, I'm going to be doing one of my new favorite recipes. This one was sent in to me by a viewer, Pam. She sent me this recipe for stuffed pepper soup, and it is really good. I've made it several times now, and yeah, just very, very good. If you haven't seen the video that I did on this, I will link that up above and down below, and you can go check that out. But this one just starts in a large pot with a pound of lean ground turkey. I'm using 93% lean, as I usually do. And then here I've got about 2.5 bell peppers. I've got a red, orange, and half of a yellow. And then I've got a large onion, and I've just chopped all of that up and add all that in. Now, when I did a video on this, I don't think I used as much pepper, but I had that on hand, so I figured I'd just add it in there. So now I'm gonna just cook all of this in here on a medium-high heat until that turkey is browned and those veggies are softened. And then while that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and steam up a couple bags of rice cauliflower. I'm using 2 12-ounce bags, and so I'm gonna get that going, and then I will be back once I've got this browned. Okay, now that that turkey is browned and those peppers and onions are softened, I'm going to add in a couple cans of diced tomatoes, and then I'm going to add 8 ounces of tomato sauce. Now the recipe calls for 10 ounces of tomato soup or 10 ounces of tomato sauce. I only have 8, so I'm going to use the 8. And then here I've got 5 1/4 or 42 ounces of chicken broth. The recipe calls for beef broth. I don't have any of that on hand, so this time I'm going to use chicken, and I think that'll work out well. So now I'm going to go ahead and just stir all this together. Now I'm going to add in a little bit of black pepper. You could add salt if you want. I like to add my salt to the individual servings because we're always watching our salt. So that's some black pepper in there. I'm going to add a teaspoon of granulated garlic, a couple packets of this Trivia no-calorie sweetener, and then finally my 2 bags of rice cauliflower. And again, these are 12 ounces each. I think the recipe calls for a little less than that, but I figured the more the better actually when it comes to veggies. So now I'm going to just stir that in real well. Lower my heat down to low, medium. Put a lid on this and let it simmer and continue to cook for about 30 minutes. And you're going to want to stir this occasionally as it's cooking during that 30 minutes. But I will be back once this is done. I've let this simmer for a good half an hour, probably closer to 45 minutes. And that's what it's looking like. So I'm going to go ahead and dish up a serving. And here is dinner. I've got a serving of that pepper soup, which is about 2 cups roughly. It's a pretty good size serving, really. You get about 8 2-cup servings out of that. And for me, that is just 3 points, which I absolutely love how low in point this is. It's very filling, it's very good. And as I said, I'll go ahead and link the video I show making this up above and down below if you want to check that out. So 3 points for the soup. And then over here, I've got one of my corn muffins that I also love and make all the time. What I typically do with these is I'll make a batch of them up and then I will freeze most of them. And then I kind of just pull them out as I need them. So those for me are 2 points a piece. And I also have a video on these. If you haven't seen that, I will link that up above and below as well. But that is gonna make my dinner total for tonight 5 points. So to end my day, I'm gonna be having one of these Outshine bars in strawberry. These are really good. They are 4 points a piece for me, which is kind of high when you only have 16 points in your day total, but I ended up with 4 points, so I figured why not? So I'm gonna have one of those for 4 points, and that is going to put my points used for the day to 16, which is all of my points. I do believe I earned a veggie point with the pepper soup, but I have used 16 points today. So that's gonna wrap up my day. I hope maybe this gave you guys some ideas. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you on the next one.